Hello, everybody. It is your baby boomer Kitty Lane from the Peninsula in Virginia, back with another tutorial here at Create and Relate. Today, we are going to be doing what I call puff and stuff, because this is just a series of puffs and clusters, and everything here is pretty much a double crochet. So it's really not difficult at all. I am going to talk you through this square, and we're going to work this out together. What I will be using is a 4 worsted weight yarn. I'm using Mainstays 100% acrylic, 4 worsted weight. My cute little birdie scissors here. Cheep, cheep. Oh, sorry. Tweet, tweet, tweet. There we go. It's funny, if he's upside down, he says cheep. If he's right side up, he says tweet. We're going to be using a darning needle to weave in our 2 ends at the end. Well, no, 1 end. We're going to work 1 end in, and we're going to weave in the other. So, and if you want to measure your square afterwards, of course, your measuring tape. Okay, so here we are. We are going to start with a slip stitch. Okay, and then we are going to chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and you're going to slip stitch back into that first chain, creating your circle. Make sure you can define your circle, and that is my circle right there. So now what I'm going to do is chain 1, and I like to build my double, and we're going to do a puff stitch with a partially built double. Okay, so what we're going to do is insert our hook into our circle, yarn over and pull through, creating a single crochet. And then we're going to go under that second bar, pull through our yarn, and instead of going back through, we're going to work our puffs from here. You're going to yarn over, go back into that circle, pull through, yarn over. Sorry about that, guys. Go back into that circle and pull through. We're doing mini puffs, so I'm only doing 3 insertions. And then you're going to yarn over and pull through everything on your hook. And at this point, we're going to chain 2. And we're going to do this 3 more times. So yarn over, go into your circle and pull up your work. Yarn over, go back into your circle, pull up your yarn. Yarn over, go back into your circle and pull up your yarn. You should have 7 loops on your hook. 1, 2, 3, 4. Get out from under there. There we go. Okay, 5, 6, and 7. And you're going to yarn over and pull through all 7 and chain 2. So yarn over, go into your circle, yarn over, go back into your circle, yarn over, go back into your circle, yarn over and pull through everything on your hook, chain 2. And last time, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through, yarn over and pull through everything on your hook. There you go. Okay? Now what we're going to do to connect, to keep our puffs puffy, we're going to chain 1 here, and then we're going to connect our work with a half double crochet. So what you're going to do is find the top of that created stitch, which is right here. You're going to yarn over and go into that stitch and make your half double crochet. Okay? Now the beauty about this one is that we do squares from the beginning. Y'all know me. I love turning circles into squares. But I'm not going to do that to you this time. So this time you're going to chain one. And right here in that corner that we've already created, that's what we did in chaining two all the way around, was created corners. You're going to do the same thing you did to start the last one. You're going to create the bottom portion of that built double. You're going to go in and pull up that top portion, but you're not going to complete it. And then you're going to go back in, same space, pull up one, back in, same space, pull up one. So you're making another puff, and then you're going to chain one, and then in the very next, right here in the top of this puff that you created, right there in that big V, you're going to put another puff stitch. So that's, you're going to build it like a double, and then you're going to go back in and go back in again and pull through all 7 loops and chain one. And now you're going to go into your next corner and put a puff stitch there. And now you're going to chain 3. Okay? And now you're going to do this side the same as you did this side. You're going to have a puff stitch here in the same opening as here, that's your corner. And then a puff stitch in the top of that stitch. And a puff stitch down here in the corner. And you're going to end out with a chain 3. So let's work this one. A puff stitch. Chain 1, puff stitch, chain 1, puff stitch, chain 3 after you finish the puff stitch. 1, 2, and 3. Okay? And you're going to continue that around until you get back at the end. I'll see you there so we can complete this one. Okay, we are back at the beginning here. Here we're going to do the same thing we did before, chain 1, and connect our round with a half double crochet. So that's what you have so far. And now we're going to continue on like a regular granny square. So we're going to chain 1, we're going to build our double, and we're going to put 2 more double crochets in that corner. We're not going to chain, we're going to go to the very next opening, and we're going to put 3 double crochets there. So a 3 double crochet cluster. Same thing here, no chain in between. Put your 3 double crochet cluster there. And then in your corner, 3 double crochet cluster. Chain 2. 3 double crochet cluster. Okay, And that's your first side. You're going to continue that around to the end. Okay? And then you're going to do just like you do a granny. You're going to go around just like this on the next side. So I will see you at the end of the next round. Okay, guys, I'm back. I have completed round 4. You should have 2 rows of bobbles and 2 rounds of bobbles and 2 rounds of granny clusters. Now we are going to attach our work with a half double crochet in the top of the first stitch of that round. That's what your square is looking like so far. And we're going to outline this square with a round of double crochets, just as we did the last one. Well, the last one was done with half double crochet, but this one is going to be done with double crochet. So we're going to chain 1, build our double. We're only going to put 1 more in this corner. Don't forget to go in that very first stitch to double crochet, and then in the top of each stitch. And you're not going to dip down in those spaces between the clusters this time. You're actually going to go in the top of the stitches. If you need me to show you as soon as we turn this corner, I will show you. So 2 doubles, chain 2, 2 doubles are going to be in our corners. Like I said, don't forget that first stitch. Now usually when we do the granny, we'll drop down in that hole. We're actually going to go in that stitch right there. Okay, I have finished 2 sides. I'm going to go ahead and finish this square, and I will see you guys back at the end. Okay, guys, I actually ended at my corner and I measured it, and I was just a tad over 6 inches. And my goal this month is to do 7-inch squares. So I'm actually going around with a round of half double crochet. And in order not to distort my count too much, I'm only doing 1 half double and 2 chains in each corner. Okay, I'm on my last side. Okay. I'm going to end out with chaining 2 and finishing off my work. 2 chains there. Snip my work. Cinch it down. When I work it in with the other squares, I'm pretty sure it'll be squared. Yeah, see, that put me right at 7 inches with that round of half double crochets. So that's perfect. Okay. Now for our darning needle. Don't forget to work down the back side of your work. Okay. And snip. And snip. And there we have our third square. I showed you how to do the corner to corner, which can be worked up into a square, and the pinwheel, and now we have puffin stuff. So that is our second or third square for the month of February. Okay. All right. Please, in everything that you do, don't forget to love yourselves, because you can't love others the way they deserve to be loved unless you first love yourself the way you deserve to be loved, and you deserve the best. Remember, Kitty Lane loves you. Remember, Kitty Lane told you. And until we see each other again on these YouTube streets, peace out, everybody.